So I should be streaming. We should be good. Everything should be fine. Uh, yeah. How's it going, everybody? My name is Jeff, and sometimes I am with friends, and sometimes I am all by my lonesome. Therefore, I am just Jeff today. And as some of you may or may not know, I really fucking enjoy Star Wars. There goes that possible money. Thanks for cursing within the first 2 minutes, brain. So I just wanted to say hello. We're going to be playing some Star Wars today. What are we going to be doing, you ask? Well, I'm glad that you asked. We are going to be playing Chaticus, and we're going to be getting him a little bit higher in level and doing some other fun stuff. So, yeah. Besides that, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I am having a wonderful day so far. I went grocery shopping. Dobby and I went on a walkie walk. Life is good right now. So, it's nice to just be able to take the dog out for a walk, enjoy the walk in the dog park, not tolerate no bullshit from people, and just go about my way. It was nice. Mendoza, what's going on, my friend? Not much. We're playing Star Wars. I know it's a novel concept. Who would have thought that I would ever, I mean ever, play a Star Wars game on here? It's nuts, man. Just nuts. Okay, so the next thing that I need for this character to be good is that he needs a who's this that goes right there. So let's go back to the. Yeah, this is Chadwick's new blaster rifle. So, yep. What's up, Gonzo? Thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate you. If you will excuse me, though, I do have a phone call that's coming through that I have to kind of take. It is about stuff with Dobby. So I will be right back. I am sorry that I am doing this now, but phone calls, man. Alrighty, sorry about that, folks. I'm back. Oh, hi, Chad. Mojo, what's going on, my friend? Mendoza and Mojo at the same time? Oh. Alright. So we're playing Chaticus today, just in case people would like to see. This is the new Chaticus. Got some armor, looks a little more lived in. A little more who's it's to him. Got a different rifle, well, cannon. So now it's definitely more Star Wars-y, but also fucking badass. So, Gatling fucking laser gun. Let's go. So, what we were trying to do is trying to find his offhand, which is, I can't remember what it's called for troopers, but I think I have one in the bank. They'll rip its guts out and go from there. And of course, the bank is on the other side of the goddamn map. And hello to my friend Chad, who is probably buying the copyrights to the Noid. Which is a weird thing to say. Guys, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad to be back in my element. Yesterday was such a clusterfuck, it wasn't even funny. That fucking game not going right, and just... it's very frustrating sometimes. Because you want to do the best that you can do with what you have, and you think that you're doing that. Unfortunately, that was not the case yesterday. And so, what you didn't see was me being very upset off camera, just like pissed off in general, and trying to put on a happy face while that was going on. It wasn't going well. So this is the closest thing I got to what I need. I'm going to just take another look around, see if I have one that's moddable. If I have one that's moddable, we're in business. But if I don't have one that's moddable, we are no longer in business. So we're going to equip those, because apparently those are better. So, okay, let's stop fucking around. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. And use your ship to return to Coruscant. So let's go to Coruscant. That's awesome. Do you remember the Noid video game? I do. It was for Nintendo. It was dog shit. But I remember it. What do I have that's new? Happy wedding to our... Oh. Well, I don't care about that. I just like that Chad is treating this as like any other fucking Tuesday. He's like, yep, decided to buy a brand mark. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Copyright can now call me Chad the Noid. No, that doesn't work. Anyway. Let's hope you don't go balling up against any... I got nothing. I'm sorry. Alright, so we're going to Coruscant. Boop. And we're going to go report in. So let's go see what Garza wants. And now she's going to tell me that I've done a bad job. And I'm going to debate shooting an officer. See you later, Dobby. You were up on your post and everything else. You were doing your job. Are you dissatisfied with your job performance? You're doing a good job. I even gave you a little bit of chicken. Like the teeniest, smallest pieces of chicken. Don't run out on me, man. Oh, Jesus, Mojo. Alright, let's go see what this little bitch wants. Alright, drivers, you need to get down. Off. Thank you. Good boy. And we are going to go see her now, which is this way. We also might pick up all the Coruscant rugs and do this. Because we can. I know what you could do, Chad. You could create a Kickstarter and then have the Noid head as the second paywall. So that way you can just buy random soldiers that don't look good and then get the kick to it. That's how that works, right? That's how successful Kickstarters go. You have to buy into the second tier of getting, what should just be there. I'm told it works really well for people. Thanks, dude. I think I am getting a cold, which is not good, but that's okay. I woke up like the last few days with my right ear just fucking hurting. I don't know what's going on with it, but it just hurts. There's just a lot of pain there, and kind of not hearing so well out of it. So find out what that's all about. I do have tinnitus. I don't think that would be the cause of my ear hurting, though. Anyway, that's where we're at. Scan plans for listening devices. Love it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fresh dirt. Fantastic. That might be it. I don't know, though. I've never had this happen before. I've never had this kind of ear pain. And, if it didn't hurt as bad as it did, I wouldn't mention it, but it really does fucking hurt. Like, I've been having to take like a Tylenol just to sort of touch it, but like besides that, it really fucking hurts. Like a lot. Wish it didn't. It does. Hey, you look like a Senate guard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, nothing happens. But that's just life, I guess. I mean, I'm older than I, just sort of goes with the territory with waking up and new things hurting. Okay, so there's gardeners too. We got that going for me. I was in the middle of transforming my living room into an actual living room, sort of. My folks will be here in about a week, which means I still need to move my office to the living room, or at least the table, the computer to the living room. I'll get rid of my toy-destroying fucking box that's in my living room, finally, thank God, and go from there. But yeah, like I said, it's just pressure in my right ear. Left ear, not so much, but right ear, just pain. Just pain. Like, there's not, like, no pain, but it's just pain. And it sucks. Are ya? Well, Chad, I think it's in like our region is like, the weather's got to change, and it goes from totally what it was to what it isn't. Head of the Republic Navy's 5th Assault Fleet and Supreme Commander Rand's overall head of the Republic Armed Forces. Hey, what's up, bros? I'm a captain now. We both heard a great deal about you, Captain. That's great, considering that my job is Black Ops. Considering our present circumstances, Fleet Admiral and Supreme Commander have come here to plan a full-scale joint operation to deal with the Gauntlet superweapon. It's a pleasure, General. Unfortunately, we couldn't meet under better circumstances. As you know, the situation is dire. A single operational Gauntlet device gives the Empire a decisive military advantage, but the agent's report has revealed the enemy's true plan: mass production. If the Gauntlet prototype is completed and the Empire succeeds in producing more of them, we're doomed. The entire Republic would be conquered in a matter of weeks. Yeah, I won't let that happen. There must be something we can do to stop this thing, sir. Destroying the Gauntlet will require a coordinated naval and infantry attack on an unprecedented... Our forces must begin preparing now. Jesus, Chad, that's terrible. I'm sorry. Hey, Peter, what's going on, man? In the midst of the assault, we're planning a single commando team will board the Gauntlet and sabotage it from within. We've chosen Havoc Squad to carry out this task. Yeah, you got it. Well, I mean, who else would you fucking pick? We are the best at what we do. And what we do isn't pretty. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Captain. Your team will need to be expanded. You'll need a technical specialist and an explosive expert. The General and I have scoured the entire Republic personnel database to locate the 2 most highly qualified specialists available. Both men are engaged in active operations. The first on Balmora. Extract him and return him as quickly as possible. Understood? Understood. If I have your leave, I'll get started immediately, General. Absolutely, Captain. The sooner Havoc Squad is at full strength, the sooner we can begin the assault on the Gauntlet. Dismissed. You got it, lady! Doop. Alright, so let's go do some shit. Get this out of the way, grab a quick level, and then we'll go and we will do what we gotta do. Migraines are no joke. I think it was last Friday that I had a really fucking bad one. Like, I don't know my fucking... That's not good. Boop. Give me 1 second. I need to figure something out here on this character. We are going to keep talking though. So, I love that this character can go from 2-gun wielding to fucking I'm a badass with a fucking assault rifle that's a Gatling gun. What's my spec? Gunnery. Okay. I'm looking up a guide right now just to get my rotation and set. Like, I know everything else that matters, but like I need to know my rotation. Do that. Grab round. Yeah, hit that button. Hit that button. Hit that button. And we just go to our quick little who's it's what we have. Vortex bolt is next apparently. Bolt storm demolition round. Okay. Don't have that yet. Which is fine. What's up, 610? Glad to see you, man. I am back to Bolt. You got it. Put that right there. Put that right there. Put the shield down here. We are going to get all of our Healy stuff together. I like doing that, so that's a waste of time. I really like doing it, so... Concussion charge deals... Alright, so we'll put that there. We'll put that there, and then we'll put this hail of bolts right there. This is field aid, so that's a Healy thing. Hammer shot. Med shot, that's what we're looking for, so I can get my super cool cell going the whole time. So, boop. 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 Come on. Boop. Boop. Alright. Let's fucking rock and roll. Jobs, you good? Doing your job. Alright. Cool. Let's get our... Who's this back up? Let's hit that button, and then we're going to hit this button. There are a lot of them over there, and we're just going to fucking annihilate them. Alright, well, we did that at least. What's up, M4? How you doing, pal? I don't think I've seen you here before. If you've got a new name or something like that, welcome. Welcome back. If you're just new, welcome. We play Star Wars here, and I talk silly things about people and all that fun stuff. I like people in general, just people. Just things, comments, whatever. Boop. I found out I have something called concussion charge, which is great. Alright, good. Do. There we go with that. And Mojo, thank you very much. If you haven't yet, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new, and share with your friends and all that fun stuff. Continuing the growth, I'm at 501 subbies. I'm at 900 watch hours to go. So, yeah. Appreciate the support. If you feel the need to support me more, which is odd if you do, but thank you very much, you can always send me a tip at deckhandsmithy@gmail.com via PayPal. With that, I appreciate it. Lets me improve my studio situation a little bit more. And just lets me know that I'm appreciated. Who doesn't like to be appreciated, right? So, just let me know. Don't copyright strike Mojo either. That'd be a dick move. There's a bad guy behind me. There's a bad guy over there. So one thing that I don't like about this so far is that the lead-off shot does that. It charges up a little bit. It's not instant, but that's... This is true. I heard that Chad is a real stickler. Alright. Cool. Got that. Fantastic. Almost wrapped up here. Almost. Not completely, though. Let's get this done. I'm sure this is exciting. At least we're hanging out, though, and just shooting the shit. So has anybody seen those WCW Street Fighter 2 crossover figures? Because, holy fuck, they look goddamn terrible. Not to shit on anybody that, you know, works in the industry or anything like that. Actually, just a little bit. Like, what were you thinking? Like, why was this... I get that you guys do mashups because it's fun and yada shmada and all that. Like, that's cool, alright. But, like, what the fuck were you guys thinking? Like, they don't look good. Like, this is almost as bad as the Ghostbuster crossover that you did. Like, why would you cross over? I don't get it. But that's just me, I guess, and just my weird way of thinking. I don't know if it's weird or not, but you know, it's not normal. Maybe I don't know. There's got to be a better way of doing this. I'm not really digging this build. I almost want to see the other one to see what that's like. Oh, it's a damage over time. It's a dot thing. This is more instant. Okay. Yeah, that's a that's a problem in Josie. Yeah. Big bada boom. This is the gun that I'm having, or at least the abilities that I have as this character, is basically your walking ordnance machine. Like, oh, you need to fire grenades? Can do. Need to affect a wide area? Can do that too. Look at all these little Jedi running around doing their heroics together. Isn't that great? Isn't teamwork fantastic? Let's fucking get out of here before they rope us in. There is no I in team, but there is in meat pie. I don't think we're gonna get the bonus. That's okay. We don't need the bonus. Alright. So these two are stationary, so we're just gonna do that. It's all good, man. I do appreciate folks coming in and hanging out on their lunch hour. It does mean a lot to me that you've decided, you know what, I've only got 30 minutes. What can I do? I'm going to hang out with Jeff. That's pretty cool, if you ask me. Thank you. I also understand that I'm the only person on right now that we all usually watch. So that hasn't escaped me. I like my midday little stories. It's really freed up my nights to do what I really want to do. And sort of stopped watching a whole bunch of shit I used to watch, and I kind of prefer it, if I'm telling you the truth. It's a lot more quiet and like not a lot of like anger-inducing moments. So it's not to say that people are assholes, but people are kind of assholes. I'm out of water. I want more water. This is problematic. You got 2.5 more of these to go, and then we'll get all the things, and then hopefully we'll get a offhand for Chadicus here. If not, we'll just continue with the mission, which is to save the galaxy, of course, and make some money on the side. It's probably just me though, not this character. He's a loyal soldier to the Republic. You should. That's how we do that. Lots of good scavenging here, though, so getting a lot of parts and metals and everything else that I could possibly ever want. Halo boats, fucking let's do this. Chiggity, 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 chiggity. Whoop, thanks for playing. It's full auto. Bardo is still streaming, but I choose to be here. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I didn't know that Bardo was streaming. I feel kind of bad. Not that my draw will like get his audience, but I don't like running over people, and I honestly didn't know if he was live today or not. I guess I'm a shithead friend. Which is fine. I've been called worse by better. Alright, there we go. Cool. Moving and grooving. Let's go to a shop. No problem, man. I try to boost up Bardo too. Like Bardo and I have a nice little like referral system, and I'm super blessed and super pleased that Bardo and I are friends. We don't talk every day like we used to, but that's a me thing. And but I'm just glad that Bardo and I are friends. Besides this social media fucking whatever this shit is, that I'm just glad Bardo and I are friends. I like Bardo. He's a good dude. And Bardo usually sends folks to me when he's done, which is incredibly generous of him. Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't. Ruben's always here. That's good. I like Mando too. That's good people. I want to hang out with Mando, but again, that's a to me thing. Kind of feel myself regressing sometimes, as far as like social outlets go. And I think that's normal. I think I just would rather stay at home with Dobby. This whole gym thing is still pretty new, and doing that in the mornings and getting a better state on the day. I don't take as many naps as I used to, which is nice. I'm still having a problem though with when I get home. When I get home, I usually knock out for like an hour, and not really happy about that, but it's also because I stay up until 2 in the morning every night. Means I can't sleep. That probably doesn't help either. Also, this no soda thing still fucking sucks, by the way. Just throwing that out there. But I'm glad that I've done it. I'm still down to about 2 a day, which is nice. I've had no soda today. I've had water out the yin yang. I'm trying to decide if I want to save my soda for dinner or if I want to have one now. I'm probably going to have one now, if I'm being honest. Or at least when my break comes up in 22 minutes. You guys want to play some Star Wars trivia? No prizes, just good times. So I'll ask some Star Wars questions, see if you can answer or not. Name the agent pre-Rogue One, this would be considered Legends, that got the Death Star plans, the first ones. First person that answers correctly gets they won that round. That's how that works. But who was the agent that got the Death Star plans in the first place? Before Rogue One, before all that shit, who was it? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yep, no soda is really tough. I was drinking the shit like water, too, so that didn't help. Pew, 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 pew. Give y'all another minute or so to answer if you want to with a trivia question. If not, that's okay too. Just trying something new. Yeah, so my drink of choice used to be Pepsi, like hard Pepsi, like Pepsi. And once I switched back to water like that, it started to just taste nasty to me. Not even like Diet Pepsi, just fucking I'm a fat guy. But like just Pepsi in general. So I switched to Cherry Pepsi. It's still really sweet, but it also gives me a taste. It's not like, bleh. So I like Cherry Pepsi. It's alright. Alright, let's go. How about the fucking Jedi, I guess? Nerds. So we're gonna go into the Jedi temple that was destroyed in the Deception trailer and all that fun stuff. Like, that's where the Jedi went to Titan. Rental place is trying to charge me for propane, and I don't have propane. So, just a little curious about how that works. That's what the phone call was earlier, to point out that I don't fucking have propane here. So, anyway, what are the little guys on the left-hand side of the screen? What? Peter, you're gonna have to be more. Yeah, I was just trying a little bit of trivia, Chad. Okay. Holy shit. I didn't know that my volume died. I apologize, guys. I have had nothing but problems with this goddamn microphone. Moving right along. Yeah, trivia. Who retrieved the Death Star plans from the Empire? Who was the first dude that did that? Not talking fucking Andor or Jyn Erso or any of that shit. I'm talking fucking real Star Wars. Let me try this again. Rogue One is real Star Wars. I'm just talking about in the before time. Oh. Who retrieved the Death Star plans for the Republic, for the rebellion? Who was the first dude that did it? There you go. That's exactly right. All right, next question. What was Kyle Katarn's partner's name? Partner and co-pilot and eventual love interest. What was her name? Nope. The person. Dash Rendar had a droid. Kyle had a person. His co-pilot and partner and eventual love interest. Yeah. Also, imagine being a fully trained Sith and then just some dude with a fucking machine gun comes down and mows your ass down. It was not Menjoza. What up, HGC? Yep, what was her name? What was Kyle Katarn's partner's name? It was not Rio. So, HGC, the first question was, who was the guy that retrieved the Death Star plans? The second question, the first answer was Kyle Katarn. The second question was, what was his partner's name? So far, the first guess we had was Rio, and that was not it. Yay! The thing that I wanted to happen happened. Alright. Alright, let's go to Balmora. Nope, that was from Return of the Jedi. We're talking pre A New Hope. The first time, not the second time. I'll give you all one more guess. Jan, there you go. Good job, HGC. All right. Second question. Third. What was the name of the ship that Jan and Kyle used to do all their missions on? God damn it. You're fired. Good job, Chad. That's great, I think. Mostly Wikipedia. Sorry, kind of eating lunch at the same time of doing all this. Fourth question. This involves Luke. So everybody should know this one, right? On screen, what was the first force power Luke presented? Or demonstrated knowing? I didn't see it, I'm sorry. I mean, this is like points that don't matter, so it's just for fun. But what was the first force power Luke demonstrated being able to do? Saber pull, okay. Okay. Personally, I think it's when he heard Obi-Wan talk to him. That's just me. That's just me. That's not the official answer, but that's what I thought. Moving right along. Throughout the movies, Obi-Wan Kenobi appears. How can we tell that Luke's connection to the Force is getting stronger via Obi-Wan? That's what I was thinking too, but I'll accept the TK one. That's pretty standard for everybody. It's iffy, but well, sense is it's controlled. Sense is a power. It's control, sense, and alter. That's right. Mojo's correct about Obi-Wan. In the first movie, he's a voice. In the second one, he's barely there, barely shows up when he's on Hoth. And then in the third one, he's walking around like a normal fucking person. That's right. That's exactly right, Mojo. Thank you very much for that. What was the card game that Han Solo won the Millennium Falcon off of on Lando? We prefer the word differently abled. Somebody suggested that due to my schizophrenia, that I may in fact be hearing words from another dimension. I believe he called it a star seed, to which I went, what the fuck? I know, man. It's my fucking brain chemistry being fucked. That's right, it was Sabic. Good job, everybody. That was an easy one. Alright, second one. True or false? Lando was in position and was using the Falcon when Han won it. This one might be a little difficult. True or false? Lando was actively using the Falcon when Han won it off of him. The fucking movie doesn't count, by the way. I'll say that with reckless abandon. Truth. No. False. So in the Legend storyline, which is what I prefer, well, okay, so kind of. In the other storyline before the movie came out, Lando was fixing the Falcon up, and Han picked it out of a space graveyard, like pretty much a space junkyard where it was hanging out. So okay, that was in one of the Han Solo books of the trilogy way back when. But movie also says that Lando was using it, so it's fine. Whatever. Name the Jedi that appeared in Episode 1 as a background character on Tatooine. He was there. Fully. You fully knew he was a Jedi if you caught him on screen. I'll give you a hint. He's my favorite prequel era Jedi. I'll be right back. Thank you, Mojo. You win. That's what it was. It was from Lynn Boss. Okay. Hello. Yay, Kermit. Oh, okay. So, next question. What was Dash Rendar's starship name? If Chad doesn't get this, I'm going to feel very upset. That was Dash Rendar's. What is Dash Rendar's ship name? What was Dash Rendar's ship name? Oh, cool. I fucking hit Conquest. And I get snooze gears. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. New gears. Good. Why wouldn't that just replace the 148? Fucking game. There we go. There we go. Nope. Nope. Alright, let's... There we go. Huh? Ooh, I like that jacket. Nice dude. Toss that to a Jedi. It was the Outrider. That's right. The Outrider was the ship name. Yep. So in the official canon, the Falcon could go 0.5 past light speed. What could the Outrider do? What was the Outrider's top speed? I'll wait. Boo, 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 boo. Doop. There we go. All right. Alright, so we get to go into a fucking goddamn into a war zone to find somebody that is useful for our team. Once again, what is the top speed of the Outrider compared to the Millennium Falcon? I know what the Millennium Falcon speed is. This is a two-part question. You're going to have to know which one is which. Nope. So the Falcon did 0.5 past light speed. The Outrider did 0.75 past light speed. There you go. You're welcome. What was Darth Maul's personal starship called? Once again, what is Darth Maul's personal starship name? What was its name? Actually, it's still technically around. It's just in a junkyard. Anyway. Whoa, 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 whoa. Getting lots of fucking archaeology games out here. That's cool. Nope, wasn't Fiend. I'll let your brains go and try to figure this out. You guys liking the trivia? Or yeah, whatever. If you're liking the trivia, then we'll keep doing the trivia every day, or at least as much as I can. I'll type up some questions and go from there. I don't mind doing that. I like Star Wars trivia. I like trivia in general. Sometimes I'm even pretty good at it. Sometimes. Not all the time. And we gotta go back to that jabroni. Let's go. So I think since I upgraded Chaticus's armor here, I think I need to upgrade his bike too. So let's try to figure that out at 1.2. There you go. Thank you, Mojo. That's the right answer. Alright, next question. Who was the Jedi that waterproofed their lightsabers? Who was the Jedi that found out how to waterproof lightsabers? Go ahead and let y'all think about that, or Google it. Do whatever you gotta do. Yep, you're right. What's his name, though? You can look up the name. I mean, Alright, let's keep moving and grooving. I need a vendor. Are you vendors? Nope. Are you a vendor? Nope. Are you a vendor? Nope. Usually there's like a medical dude that'll sell medical supplies. He might be up there. Let's go check that out. That's right. Kid Fisto. Good job. Good job. What was the name of the company, that was also a planet, that built most of the Imperial starships and built Boba Fett's Slave One? Once again, that was who built most of the Empire's starships, including Boba Fett's Slave One, the Fire Spray class ship. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck even happened there. Fuck. So, my microphone's not being my best friend right now. Regardless, moving right along. Sorry about that. That was correct, by the way. What is Darth Bane known for? What did he do for the Sith in particular that made him known? Yeah. My microphone keeps getting unplugged, and I don't know why. It's yeah. Anyway. That's right. You made the rule of 2. Good job, Minjosi. You got it first. Okay. So we all know that he made the rule of 2. What was the armor that Bane wore? If you know the rule of 2, then you should be able to know this one, because it goes hand in hand, sort of. What was the armor that he wore? Double M's about to fucking have a fight. Ivy supports you. I realized I didn't have that much stuff unlocked on this, dude. That sucks. We'll just keep using this for now. Again, what was the armor that Darth Bane wore? That's right. True or false, the armor was parasitic. That's a word. True or false, the armor was parasitic. Parasite-like. Parasitic. True. That's right. It's true. That's good. What was the call sign of Wedge? Wedge is X-Wing. He was red what? Hey, Kaiju. That is the wrong Bane. There you go. Well, Crane. So we're playing some Star Wars and we're playing some Star Wars trivia. So, welcome aboard. Hope you have fun. What was Bane's first name? What was his actual name? Not Darth Bane. What was his name? Because he didn't wake up and, like, his dad was like, hey, you're Darth Bane. That's your name now. Cool. Thanks, Dad. But what was Darth Bane's real, actual, non-Sithy name? What was it? It was not McBain, and it was not Chad. Close. Not really. It was not Chuck. It was not Chauncey. His name was not Melvin. There it is. Thank you, Mojo. Oh, shit. Who was the Sith that invented the lightsaber whose blade could extend further than it normally could? Who was the Sith that did that? But who is the Sith that invented that lightsaber that could do all that? Negative. Menjoza. Negative. Negative. That's a no. That's a... wonder why I'm not getting any sound. It's so weird. Okay. You should be getting sound from that. I don't know why you're not. It's fine. You guys are assholes. Yeah, it was Diesel, something like that, and they called him Des for short. Killed his father, don't you know? Also really good at cards at one point in that book. Well, doesn't like walking into a war zone. Oh, hi, Chad. Oh. Did you have a work meeting that could have been an email, Chad? Who the fuck are you guys firing at? There's nobody fucking over there. You're all dumb. So far, we've asked some Darth Bane questions. We asked what Wedge's call sign was on in Red Squad. What else do we got? Here's an easy one. What is the Wookiee's homeworld called? But what's the name of the Wookiee's homeworld? Kashyyyk. Kashyyyk? No, you can't. I'll call it, yeah, that's Kashyyyk, that's right. What bans a Wookiee from his tribe for life? What's the one thing a Wookiee should never do? Oh, it's the bannable offense anyway. There you go. Thank you, Menjoza. That's absolutely correct. Brandish your claws in combat. But only used for climbing. The tools. That's right. What did Luke use to bullseye Womp Rats back home in Beggar's Canyon? What did he use to bullseye them? There you go. That's absolutely correct. Where did he use to bullseye Womp Rats? Fuck, this guy shouldn't be dead. Beggar's Canyon, absolutely. Mojo and Chad for the win. What is the area of space that has a planet inside the that has black holes on the perimeter of the planet? What is that planet? What is that system called? It's near Kessel, but it's not Kessel. Hey, what's going on, James? Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate you. Hope your doggo is doing okay. Hope you're doing okay. We're just playing some The Old Republic and doing a little bit of Star Wars trivia while we do so. Trying something new. Vague. Yeah, no, that is pretty vague. It starts with an M. If that helps. I'll give it a few more minutes and then I'll try a better question. How's that? Because that is extremely vague. It was mentioned in one movie. And a couple books. That's right! Ding, 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 ding! Good job, Chad. It's the Maw. It's also where they built the Sun Crusher and all sorts of other dangerous Imperial ships and such. Yeah, that's right. Good job. That's right. The Maw. Very good. That was pretty obscure. chicken. Alright, so here's some new trilogy questions. Not related to lore, but just related to fun little facts. Who was the stormtrooper that was about to torture Rey for information, but she mind-tricked and whammied? Who was that stormtrooper? Who was the actor that played that stormtrooper? This is difficult, sort of. It's an actor that's well known. I do believe he's credited, but I could be wrong. Yeah, man. Fuck. I almost name anything about Batman, but Star Wars is strong. Star Wars game is awesome. Ah, fuck. No. It was not Tom Hardy. Close though. Both British. That's right. It was Daniel Craig. So, here's another actor question. In The Force Awakens, Rey takes in some tech to a guy that gives her foodstuffs. Who is the actor that played that alien? But who was the actor that played the alien that gave Rey her foodstuffs after she turned in tech? Simon Pegg, good job. Mojo and Chad, you got it. I have to start keeping score one of these days, I think. Shaun of the Dead, baby. Great fucking movie. Amazing what you can do with an independent film. Next question. What type of pistol does Han Solo use? What is his blaster pistol of choice? That's right. It's the DL-44. No. I knew what you meant, Chad. I'll count it. Speaking of weapons, what is the standard rifle stormtroopers were using? What is the standard rifle that stormtroopers were assigned to use? Excuse me. But what was the name of the rifle the stormtroopers were assigned? Their basic kit. That's right. It was the E11. So in my mind, there is always 3 types of TIE fighters. Can you name all 3? These are ones that have only been featured in films. No books, none of that shit. Just films. What are the 3 types of TIE fighters that have been featured in film? In the original trilogy, and I'll give you a better hint. Fighter, bomber, interceptor. There we go. Good job, Chad. What were the fighters that the Republic used before the X-Wing? Nope. Interceptor, not Striker. Sorry, Mojo. Does not count. I would accept the TIE Defender because I think that, or experimental, because that's what the fucking Vader used. Spider was Rouge. It was Rogue One. Z95 Headhunter, and what else? What else was the other type of fighter that they used? It's really simple. Z95 was used for interplanetary, and the problem with the Z95 was they didn't have fucking hyperdrive, so like... So what was the fighter that they used before the Z95? Because you're technically right. Do, 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 do. It was also the Y-Wing. Was. My pilot flew one of those in Westing Games. Of course we outfitted it, modded it up. Alright. This is a Rogue One question. What was the name of the ship, the hero ship, in Rogue One? What kind of ship was it? What was the name of it? Not its like name, but what was its designation? What was that? Actually, Y-Wing is bomber. I know, but they also used it as a fighter. That came out after trilogy shit though, so like I don't really count it, but count it. It's a U-Wing. Congratulations, Mojo. The U-Wing was the helicopter type ship. Like they needed something for everybody to get around in. It was like the helicopter was based on a lot of Vietnam stuff, which was kind of neat. You know, they have the Huey and all that fun stuff, and like the U-Wing was supposed to be a fighter and a troop transport and everything else, and for assaults. Like that dude hanging out the window that was just fucking going to town with that fucking E-Web. Let's see here. What are the crystals called that powers a Jedi's lightsaber? Yeah. Kyber. Thank you very much, Menjoza. Follow-up question. Where were Kyber crystals found? What planet? Also, it's not Kyber. That's true. I would also accept Ilum. Yeah, there you go, M4. I'll absolutely accept Ilum. It's a planet you can go to in this game. Watch. Map. Boom. Big map. It's currently a battlefield right now, but Ilum. Actually, mined on Jeddah, but mined on other planets as well. That's true, but I think the main planet that I think of when I think lightsaber crystal is typically Ilum, and people got it. That's all right. And again, these points don't matter. There's no reward at the end of this. It's just we did it. Yeah. All right, HGC, that's awesome, man. Rouge 1. All right. I had a question and I lost it. But what was the name of the planet that Leia gave up? Blah blah blah. Where's your base? Blah blah blah. It's on blah blah blah. What was the name of the planet? HGC, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you're able to move on. Dantooine is correct. They're on Dantooine. Dantooine is far too remote. Send a team anyway. There's an older base. Congratulations, Chad. Or HGC, congratulations. Alrighty, so let's go back to Rogue One, since some of y'all really like that. What was the name of the religion that the blind dude and the dude with the heavy fucking gun were part of? What was the name of that religion? Or sect, or fucking whatever you want to call it that makes sense for your brain. What was the name of the religion that they were part of? shills. It's not the shills. Close. Not really though. Try to see if I can offload anything to this lady or not. I can't. So that's fine. Bags are looking a little full. They're maxed out on space. Whatever. Missed all of that. I was asking who the religion. What religion did Irwit and the other dude fucking follow? The blind dude and the dude with the heavy pack from Rogue One. What the name of the religion was. I don't know if you heard me that time, but you know. Alright, and a Rogue One. What planet did they retrieve the Death Star plans from in that game? What planet did they receive the Death Star plans from in that movie? Check out right. It was the Keeper of the Wills. Some of you were half right, but I didn't want to give it to you. What was the name of the planet? What? It was not Skefi. Or whatever the fuck that is supposed to be. Scarif. There it is. Scarif was the name of the planet. That's correct. What squadron was the air support for the Battle of Scarif? What squadron was the air support for the Battle of Scarif? That's right. It was Blue. Blue Squadron. It was blue. Unfortunately, most of them died. All of them died. All right. You're out? All right. Give me a minute, I want to think about stuff. Who was the Jedi recruit that Luke got from Bespin for part of his new Jedi camp, new Jedi school, Jedi Academy? Who was the student that he got from Bespin? Nope. Oh wait, it's fine. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday, though. It is the second day of the week. I'm having a better Tuesday than I was having a better Monday and Sunday. I'll say that much for sure. I'm looking forward to making some homemade pizza tonight for dinner, because that's how I roll. Did you know that as an adult, you can make pizza anytime you want? I didn't know that. Now I do. That being said, if you are new here, please give the channel a sub. I play Star Wars 3 to 4 days out of the week. The fifth day, usually the first day, Monday, my friend Kaiju Kitty and I, we try to find a retro game and give it a whirl. Hopefully we can find a retro game that doesn't fucking crash in the middle of the goddamn game again. That'd be nice. Besides that, do try to be live every day for 3 hours. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 1.5, but most of the time it's 3. And that being said, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live, even though it's at noon central every day. Oh, you are? Okay, that's understandable. Buffering, the bitch of it all. I can't remember the dude's name. I knew that he was a Siren, though, and I knew that he can control the weather and control birds. His job was to keep the birds away from fucking with stuff on Bespin. In one of the Cloud Cities. That's all I remember. You know, if I heard the name, I would remember it. I thought I remembered the name too before I even asked, but such is life. Alright, so this is a Rogue Squadron question. If you've read the Rogue Squadron books, or have paid any attention to Star Wars whatsoever, can you name 3 of the members of Rogue Squadron, not counting Cornhorn or Wedge Antilles? Can you name 3 members of Rogue Squadron, not Wedge Antilles, not Luke, and not Cornhorn? Streen! Thank you, Mojo. Mojo, you got it. Yes. The dude was Streen from Bespin. Thank you. Yes. Fucking Streen, man. You almost fell to the dark side, too. Like a bitch. The Baron. Well, what's the Baron's name, dude? I know the Baron's name. Dak. Yep. I don't know about that. I'll have to check. I think Dak was just Red Squadron. But continue. Yep. I have the PC games of those. The X-Wing and TIE Fighter. They don't hold up. Like at all. Yep. That Baron name you're looking for is Fell, by the way. Baron Fell. Who did Baron Fell's son marry eventually? And who was Baron Fell related to by marriage? I have all the books. I don't have any of the comics. Comics are a little different. Yeah. Okay. I know what you meant. Same page. Same page. That could be Space Jack Black, yes. Good to finally meet you in person, Captain. Likewise, welcome to Havoc Squad, Vic. Now there's something I never expected here. So what does Havoc Squad to do with worthless enemy bureaucrats? We shoot them in the back of the head. Let's not be hasty now. I am a man of honor despite what you may have heard. No, you're not. Yeah, nice guy. You stole from your people and betrayed them to the Empire by accident. I've made mistakes, certainly, but allow me to make amends. A contribution of credit, say, to repay the Republic's heroism. Yeah, we're good. Thanks, bruh. Apparently, he was not armed. The vault we blew open is full of pricey prototype weapons designed by foreign companies. Oris had them for the Imperial invasion to keep them safe. Whole op was a scam. You did all this to get the weapons to yourself, didn't you? Yeah, pretty impressive work, I'd say. Oris planned to sell prototypes for a tidy profit. We could do the same after picking a few trace items for ourselves. Yeah, fucking no. Prototypes should be put to use, not sold for profit. Quite right, Captain. These weapons must be turned over to the proper authorities in accordance with Regulations 87-C. I bet you're change your mind once those blasters are in front of us. Let's just get to the vault. If we don't move fast, the imps might find the prototypes. Alright, so 5 minutes till 2. I'm going to take my 5-minute break. I love all of you for the most part. I will be right back. Thank you again for watching and hanging out with me during the day. I will be back in about 5 minutes, give or take. I'm going to go have my daily constitutional. I'll be right back. Thank you, everybody. Transition. I'm having my soda pop. Chad, stop dying. Patty Melt is calling you. Ooh, don't doubt, Chad. I haven't sent you my address for the ma'am to ship your collection to me, so I can make sure proper get stuff. Of course, that's. Look, I already called dibs. Okay. At least it was 112 stuff. And maybe it's flag. But look, point is, I called dibs. Oh, no, I don't drink beer during the day, HGC. That used to be a bad habit of mine, which is like, yeah, I'm going to have a beer. And then it turned into 7. Then it turned into, I'm down a 12-pack. So, we don't drink beer during the day. We have a beer at night every once in a while. It's not some mamby-pamby like, ooh, it's an IPA. And da-da-da. No, it's just it's like a Coors Light. Like that quality of beer. Jeff will split. I'll help. I move it all. Just saying I called dibs. Guinness is always good, mint. Yeah, beers are more like a special occasion. Every once in a while, I'll make a rum and coke, but I try to stay away from booze. Simply because of what it does to me. Let's talk about alcoholism, because that's fun. So, when I was a corp and all that fun stuff, every night when I would get home from work, I would have at least 6 beers. At least. And then when I was delivering pizza, I would have a big-ass cup, a 44-ounce cup full of soda. It's usually Pepsi and rum. I would drink that throughout the night while I drove and delivered. Pretty soon, there really wasn't like a stop point for me. It was just drink. And yeah, it wasn't good. I don't advise it for anyone ever. I'm at a point in my life now where 1 is 1, and that's, as I'm not even a struggling alcoholic. I'm not struggling at all, but like even as somebody who has like that chance of like relapsing back into that sort of thing, it's walking the line. But even then, I can barely finish a 12-ounce beer. I can barely finish that rum and coke that I talked about. And even then, it takes like 3 or 4 hours. Scotch is like a once-in-a-while thing, like once in like every 6 months thing. And that's only with special occasions. Like my dad is coming into town, so we're going to probably drink some scotch. But besides that, I am sober. I don't get the time to have a beer. Sounds like you could really use a beer, Mojo. I unfortunately have too much time. I wish I did, but I do. Cool, great. Fucking robots. All of them, even. It's fine. Yeah, good plug. Good comment, Josen. Yeah, I understand that. We had to. Oh. That was our biggest client back on the res, you know what I mean? Like, we dealt with that almost daily. It was shitty, you know. Saw a lot of people destroy their lives via alcohol. Yep. There we go. Yeah, it's, yep. The tribe that I worked for were great people, but the people that I served were sometimes not. Most of the time they weren't. Yeah, that's good mojo. I don't like this man at all. Alright, time to go. I think one of the big reasons as to why I don't want to go ever return to heavy drinking is the decision to quit again. That was a week of hell. Like a week of fuck my life. I went through all the problems with that. I had the shakes. It was probably one of the worst weeks of my life. One of them, like physically anyway. Uh, Cold sweats, fevers, all that shit. It was not good. Like I laid down a lot. Got really depressed. Just kind of tried my very best not to fuck up too much. My wife at the time was very supportive, so that was nice to have that support. She was not a drinker. I was. So. I did become less fun, according to several people. And those several people were quickly cut out of my life. So. Yep. Try not to fuck up. That's basically all we got out of this life. Damn, that's good. So, moving right along. cherry topping or blueberry topping for cheesecake? Because I think I'm going to make some tonight. I make a cheesecake a week because I can, and I'm an adult. I can have cheesecake whenever the fuck I want. So I try to just keep it to once a month or once a week, and usually it'll last like 2 weeks, give or take. So. That's awesome, Mojo. Gotta love women like that, or people like that in general. Are you the friend that people warn about when you meet a new group of friends, or when you're meeting with an old group of friends? Yeah, that's good HGC. That's really good. I got one vote for blueberry. How about cherry? Can I hear cherry? No cherry? Perry? Another blueberry? Two blueberry? One blueberry? And I gotta vote for both. I don't like mixing that stuff. I don't like mixing blueberries with cherry. Because I'm a weirdo. But the first cheesecake of the month is looking like it's gonna be blueberry. I had to figure out how to make this shit without my parents around, because my dad will fucking scarf the whole goddamn cake. I wish I was joking. He'll just be like, oh, cheesecake, and then grab the entire fucking dish and just eat the cheesecake out of the pie crust. And it's like, cool, thanks, Dad. So, have to be careful. I might not make any while they're here. We're doing blueberry. Alright. I like blueberry too. Excuse me. Pardon me again. Ugh. Chicken and wild cherry Pepsi. Not a good mix. Oh yeah, they're good. They're just not exactly a diplomat. That's awesome. My aunt Cindy makes an awesome pumpkin pie cheesecake that I have not had for a long time. I got the recipe from her. I should really just get off my ass and make it one year for Thanksgiving. Alright, Laura, what's going on? Do. Need your approval to requisition some supplies for my med kit. Categorize the items by priority, blah blah blah. Hey, what do you need? No. Yeah. Should probably stop hitting on my... Yeah. What's up, Eric? Got a problem, sir. Weapons malfunction. A couple of misfires during the prison run. I think the mayor will be out of whack. Not surprising given all the action we've seen. Give your permission, I'd like to inspect the rest of the squad's ordnance, make sure everything's... Go for it, dude. What is 800 meters? 8 times 3 is 24, so 2,400 feet? Very good at this. Thank you for the exo spot. My career took a big hit when TAP was defected, but is ensured to recover. Yeah, you deserve it. You've proven yourself plenty of times in the field, Jordan. You earned that promotion. Thank you, sir. I'm sure Havoc stays the top squad in the Republic. You can count on it. Okay. Search is officially underway. I transmitted those coordinates we picked up to Belker's contact at Cigna. Won't be long before we find out the Deadeyes are well. Look at that. What do you got? Think you have? You know, you really ought to start encrypting your communications. Finding your frequency was child's play. He seems familiar. Contact looks like that nosy agent we met before. Weird. Enough games. Just leave you with a friendly suggestion. Walk away. Why is he so interested in the Deadeyes? In any case, we know Barker has contacted blah blah blah. We'll have to find someone to script those coordinates. Barker will know what to do. Let's get a hold of him. Fine, I'll put in the call. Are you trying to get me suspended, fired, maybe arrested? Yes or no, Barker? Send me the coordinates. Make a few calls, cash me a few favors. It'll take some time, but I'll get the coordinates decrypted. Be discreet. Make sure no one knows what you're up to, especially Zane. Hey, it's me. I'll contact you as soon as I learn anything. Barker out. Let's hope he's half as good as he thinks he is. What up, HK? My combat efficiency rating is down 4.27% from my previous self-diagnostic. In organic terms, I'm losing my edge. If this decline continues, I will be unable to function. I won't let that happen. I need your help defeating the Empire, HK. I'll keep you functioning one way or another. Appreciation. Glad you value my contribution. Rest assured, your investment in my well-being will pay for greater dividends. I believe the reason for my inefficiency is due to unfulfilled subroutines still running in my processors. My Imperial programmer's commands work right through. Failures delete high-ranking organic troublemakers, and Republic space is having a detrimental effect on me. Is there a way to delete those subroutines without impairing your functions? Subroutines are deeply embedded in my behavioral matrix. The processes cannot be removed until terminated. I cannot perform commands in direct violation of my master's loyalties. Let's find another way to correct the system's failure. In the meantime, any activity using my combat processes will slow further regression. I recommend immediate and vigorous deletion, Master. Okay. What up, Cheek? My murder bear. How are you settling in, Cheek? You have work for me on planets, many, Chief? I hope so. I love space travel. Engines booming, hyperspace screeching. These are legendary sounds. My home has no starships. My people live high above the ground, close to the sky, but the stars endless. They never reach them. I am the only one of my people to become a fearless explorer. I flew a spaceship to come here. True tale. How did you learn to fly a starship if you weren't any on your homeworld? Fate always brings away to the bold. You know this well. I remember hearing a mighty starship roaring like an angry Gorax in the sky of my homeworld. I followed the smoke and fire to find my fate. The crew did not survive, but the droid did. It fixed the starship and taught me the controls. The engine set the forest on fire, but I zoomed into space. Are you ever lucky? The starship was sturdy and my reflexes fast. I had no worries. The starship flew me to Nar Shaddaa, a place of terrible smells, endless. A stupid other captain collided with me and my starship crashed. Angry prisoners, many surrounded my escape pod. I fought through them and their shadow team. That was the first of Nar Shaddaa's great battles. That is quite a tale. The more adventure than most people see in the whole lifetime. You're certainly only getting started. That is my murder bear. I was a legend on my homeworld. Now that I'm with you, I'll be a legend in the stars endless. My tale led to you, our meeting was fate. Now our legends continue together. We go! Yub yub. Is there something you wanted to talk about? I could never dream any travels would bring me to worlds this far and many. The tribe would tremble to see me. My people told me to stay in the village, cook and raise children like the other women. I told them no. Instead, I walked our homeworld, all the way around. Well, you're a warrior, not a natty. Can't imagine you cooking meals and raising children. You were built for battle, Treek. No two ways about it. I know this, you know this, but my tribe did not. They called me rebel and troublemaker. I accepted those titles gladly. Saw my homeworld's wonders, the desert of Simon, Mount Thunderstone, the Sea of Siboth. I defeated Vice, Ire, Hunger. The Gorax tried to eat me, terrible beast taller than a rancor. I broke my leg in the duel, but it was the Gorax who fell in the lava lake. How'd you get home alive? You broke your leg. I walked. The pain was my companion. Good friend kept me alert. When I came to your space, I listened to the legends of your own grand champions, but no one tells their tales. My people celebrate lives with great songs that are endless. Why do your people hide heroic deeds in the libraries and museums? Are you ashamed of them? If you want to hear people telling you how great they are, just log onto the HoloNet for 10 minutes. You get an earful. Great legends must be celebrated by others, not the ones who perform the deeds. I make this promise to you, Chief. If you die before I do, I will tell your legend to all who will hear it. The galaxy will not forget you while I still breathe. We go. Something on your mind? What is it? I hear your other allies talk of home with kindness. This is strange to me. I will never see my homeworld again. I have nothing in common with my tribe. They are quiet and soft people who fear me. I am not welcome in their village. I'm sorry to hear that. Can't be easy to leave behind everyone, you know. Is there any chance you could return to them someday? There is no reason for regret. I do not belong. We are all better far off apart. When I left my tribe, the medicine man said I would find my best fate among the stars endless. He did not say how. I built good sky gliders, but always crashed before reaching the clouds. For seasons, many passed alone in failure, but the medicine man was right. I found my best trait here. I admire your resolve. You understand, some challenges take longer to conquer than others. It's good that the Empire does not care about my homeworld. My people could never stand against an invasion. They would just die. The Empire is much superior, but the Republic people fight as if they can still win. I respect that boldness. If the Republic fails, I will fight on. The Republic will pull through, Drake. Havoc Squad always finds a way. We are great warriors, Chief. We win or we die. I like to win. One thing is certain, I live true to myself. The Empire will not take that away from me. Good. Enjoy your apple. Or space apple. What the fuck it is. Alright. One more person to talk to. What's up, Robot? I've been receiving moral surveys and after-action report, combat effectiveness reports, and I have good news. For the period following the neutralization of the ambassador, statistics are up throughout the Empire's armed forces. No surprise there. You did something amazing. Of course people are reacting. The plan has worked flawlessly. I'm concerned that we might see diminishing returns from future missions, unless our targets become even more impressive, though. Havoc Squad's new quarry will have to be someone truly savage and merciless that's all good and decent in the galaxy. Go for it, dude. No matter how bad they are, there's no way you can catch for you. My thoughts exactly. We'll have this war won in no time, sir. Alright. Snapple? Snapple works. Space Apple, Snapple. Yeah. Sir, I'm wondering if you'd be kind enough to share what you know about Force users. I don't... Jedi are crazy. The only people crazy are the Sith. I've noticed that many of their beliefs are illogical with regard to the defense of a state. I only ask because it's a commonly held belief that so-called ordinary soldiers are no match for Force users in combat. Clearly that belief is false, but it persists. I suggest that I target a noble Sith Lord and neutralize him publicly. Sounds like fun. I've always wanted to put sign balls in their place. I'll let you know as soon as I find a suitable target. Thanks, guy. Alright. Caught up with everybody. Hollow terminal time. Captain, were you successful in locating Vic to serve in the Havoc Squad? Consider me located and extracted, General. Good. From now on, you'll speak only when spoken to. Has Vic given you any trouble, Captain? Nothing I can't handle. Glad to hear it. Vic, your services with the Republic Army is hereby resumed. You are posted to Special Forces Unit 326, codename Havoc Squad, at the rank of Specialist. It's an honor to be here, General, and look forward to getting out there and fighting all the Republic again. Permission to speak, Captain. Go ahead. Vic's a liar. He's reckless and he has no regard for the lives of the fellow soldiers. With all due respect, I don't think someone like Vic has a place anywhere in the Republic Army, let alone Havoc Squadron. This squad has to have the best explosive expert available. That's Vic. I understand your concerns, but we have a job to do. Let's focus on it. An urgent situation. Only thing that ever dictates too many is running. There you go. That's a good point. Alright, let's go find a thief. Proceed to question immediately, General. When you reach Kuish, report to Major Donovan. He's overseeing the rescue operation. Will do. This mission is vital, Captain. If we fail, our entire operation against the Gauntlet's ruined. Stay focused and bring those men home. Garza out. Okay. What level am I? I am level 60. Alright. Yeah, I mean... You have a couple you have a couple hisses there, Chad. This is true. One or two. Hisses? Hissai? I almost called them tanks. I don't know if anybody caught that. I get yelled at. I'm sorry though. Been yelled at before. That was the sound of the ship flying, by the way. You're all welcome. Hey, Dobbs, what's crack-a-lackin', puppy? You good boy? Wag your tail? You gonna wag it faster? You have flowers in your hair, buddy. That means his ears are folded back. Up, 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 up. His tanks, yep. His tanks. I imagine that's what that sounds like when people speak like that. His tanks. So we're looking for Major Donovan. That's not Major Donovan. That's a fucking Republic Commando. Get fucked. Are you a medical officer? Welcome to Quash with the Havoc Squad. Sure, it's right. What's our mission here? Let's go. Alright, we got inoculated. That's all that matters. Fuck out of here. Actually, we need to find a fucking vendor. My shit is full. It needs to be unfull. I'm sure there's a vendor on the front line. I do have some doubles of 118 jets that I'm going to sell or trade too. Like I have the Python Patrol Conquest, but I don't need 3 of them. I mean, are you sure? just gonna abandon that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do the fucking mission that I'm here for. Which is to save this fucking knuckle fuck. Ugh, Jedi. Dude. Dug in, Major, but the imps are getting out of control, and I've never cared for playing on the double. Copy that, and sure we'll find a way to keep busy. Reporting for duty, Major. What's the situation? Situation is mess, that's what it is. Everything went south while the safecrackers were on a bunker raid. Intel was bad, alarms got tripped, and the imps moved out in force. Now Coria's people are surrounded, outnumbered and outgunned. We didn't punch a hole to run through. Every man in the outfit is a goner. I won't let that happen. I don't care how many imps are there. I'm getting our people out of there. I'm not big on rushing headfirst into enemy lines. Any other options? Diversion is key. Scouts found an Imperial command center deep beneath the lands. That's where you'll strike. Equipment, vehicles, personnel, anything you need with the Imperial logo gets holes in it. The imps will rush back to... I'll make it happen. Alright, we'll do. Sir... Yeah, just go sell everything I don't want. Thank you. And the next thing is going to be, get the fuck out of here. I'll be right back. I have to go use the potty. Oh, but I'm back. I have oil in my mouth. If anybody spots a breaker for classified, please let me know. That's all. Thank you. I'm also trying to find a booster gold for superpowers, so I can put him with Ted and the Blue Beetle. Those are like $10 a pop. So like, if you find them, please let me know. Alright, so we're going to go help some Republic troops get out of a bad spot. So, let's go do that. Okay, just... Yep. I put mainframe on pre-order as well as Pythona. I think I got Pythona. I don't know. But I saw that and I wanted him, so. I know I'm breaking my rule of no Night Force, but the Night Force offerings aren't that fucking great, and I'm not gonna get a fucking third beachhead. And Quick Kick has never been a favorite. And if I did get Quick Kick, I would have to get fucking what's his name, the dude that climbs mountains, whose name I can't remember, because him and Bazooka. And fucking, I think it was Gung Ho or sometimes somebody else. I can't fucking remember that guy's name. I'm not smart. Always hung out, and if you don't have the three of them, then what's the fucking point? Jeffy asks Suka his AZ target has like 30 of them. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna sell the mass fucking device piece. I should pay for the figure itself, you know? I'm not going for the mass device. I'm not doing any of that shit. That's not my bag. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that, and I came close. I came really fucking close. But I'm good. I'm good with what I got. I'm good. I also got the last 2 issues of the G.I. Joe book, and love the fact that people are starting to think that Hound is crazy. Not Hound, but Clutch is crazy. The fuck are you talking to, man? No one. Thanks, Mojo. I'm waiting on... I still haven't gotten my Delta 14 stuff that the dude said he would send, so I'm just going to assume that he's not going to send it. And he was supposed to send a Sky Striker with that too, so I guess I'll just figure this out on my own. It's not a problem. It's kind of a bummer, though. I was really looking forward to modding that out for my pop. It's fine, though. I'm not... Like, I don't... It's fine. I'll send the guy one more message and be like, hey, what's going on with this? But he doesn't owe me anything, so it's not like I get paid for this shit. He offered. The only downside with that is I have to listen to his bullshit about people. Like, I don't... How do I put this without sounding like a total dweeb? Your opinion on someone is not going to be my opinion on someone. I don't need you to convince me. I'm a 43 fucking year old guy. I can... I don't need anything, Chad. I'm good. I was just promised something and dude hasn't come through with it, so it's just upsetting to me. I don't need anything. It just means I scrap that idea. Really? Did you get the... You got the shipping that he gave... You got the shipping that I sent you, didn't he? Didn't I? You may ask him what's going on? I can do that. I don't mind. But that Robin should have been there. I think. Chad, what other bots did you see from Energon, by the way? What other Transformers? Excuse me. Well, yeah. I had an idea I wanted to do for my father. That's it. I can't do it due to the lack of everything, but it wasn't a need or anything like that. I just wanted to do something nice for my dad. Figure I was going to see him this month, so I would have had plenty of time, but that's not the case. Dude kind of vanished, so it's whatever. Try not to be mad about that kind of shit. Try. It's not easy. Let's go, Murder Bear. Is it disappointing? Yes. Yeah, that kind of bothers me that it's not there. It should have been. I know that I'm never going to buy from this guy again. An item that I purchased from him has not shown up either. So I am not too happy. I'll send him a shout, but if he sent it last week like he said he did, I don't know. I know that I've sent shit in the mail before and it's taken way too long. I'm waiting for word back on a refund from USPS because they lost my fucking package that I sent to fucking True Star Screamer. And that claim was filed, but we'll see what happens there. Fucking never using USPS again. Or UPS again. Ever. I sent it to Lou that way, it was fine. I sent it to David and it's like, yep, get fucked. Kenzo, what is up, my friend? How are you today? Hey, don't forget, tonight Kenzo makes his return to streaming. So check him out tonight. I think it's like a 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern. So check that out. He's going to be live. He's probably going to be giving us an update on what he's been up to. He got a great new job. Shit's turned around for him quite a bit. So look forward to hearing about that. Are you sending Kenzo fucking terrible image clips now too? Yeesh. Jesus, wasn't that a month ago, Atticus? So, sorry for using your government name. So, it's been a good stream so far. Had some fun Star Wars trivia. Gone up about 3 levels. Can't go wrong. Chaticus is on his way to becoming the savior of the galaxy. Can't go wrong with any of that. Bizarre. Alright. Okay. I know. You don't even tell me your real name. How dare you, sir? I call you friend. No, it's fine. You look like a Walter anyway. I don't know. Everyone gets your nightmare fuel. Well, there you go, people. It's not your government name. Alright. Alright, so that's like what we're going to call it. It's a good time to call it anyway. Clear of everything we needed to be. We picked up the dude that we needed to be. I'm pretty sure there's more shit to it. That makes sense, dude. You can get behind that. Boo, 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 boo. So, I just want to say goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful time doing what we did today. I had a lot of fun. And, yeah, I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. Bad stand show up today? Anyway, point is, it was a good time. I'm going to call it now. We're close enough to 2. Thank you all very much for the fun. Thank you very much for spending your afternoons with me. It does, in fact, mean the world to me. So, thank you all very much. Have a wonderful afternoon.